Okay, for today, we're just going to jump into the cumulative review because the cumulative is tomorrow. It's on logs and exponentials. Today will be a day where we actually mix up the exponentials and the logs today. I want to encourage you to just not think of this as, okay, now I have to do this worksheet because he said so. This is me trying to help you get ready for a big test that's really valuable, okay? So if you realize that there's worksheets are problems that I'm not assigning that you don't know how to do, well, don't just go, well, glad I don't have to do that one because I wouldn't know what to do. That means that there's stuff like that on the test. Okay, so even though I'm only assigning you a subset of these questions, if you get to ones that you don't know how to do, geez, that's a big warning sign. Go well, look at the key, figure it out. All right, so my first tip on this is I like to do it this way where you say, those guys are not happy. Move them up to be with the other x's, and that makes x to the 10. Another way to do it is to say 7 minus negative 3 makes 7 plus 3, x to the 10th. And then that 42 over the 7, here's my favorite way to do that. 7 times 6 is 42 over 7. And then it's so simple. Those cancel. And therefore, my final answer on that one, 6, x to the 10th. If you're wondering where that is, that should be on the top or the bottom. Remember, these guys would move up to the top. Those x to the 10 is on the top. So 6x to the 10. All right, over here, I think you should do this one. It's one of the ones, the odds that I'm going to add to the evens. You have to do the evens, but you also have to do some of the odds. Do that one. Because it reminds you this is all about fraction exponents. That's x to the fraction exponent. And do you know which one goes where? Because if you don't, you're going to get at least a couple of the questions wrong. Because fraction exponents are a big part of this. I've given you this dumb little saying. The roots go on the bottom, just like in plants. So, which is the root, the B or the A? Which one is the root? The A. So therefore, the A goes on the bottom. What's the final answer? X to the B over A. All right, good. Moving on, I think this is another odd one that you should do. Add number 5 to the mix. You're going to do the evens, but you're also going to do number 5. Why? Because I've seen that kind of thing a lot on our tests. This basically big, long solving equations. And what's the advice on that? Start with all the what's first. Add, subtract. When you're solving, you always go in the opposite of the order of operations. So you want to do all add, subtracts first. Add 1, add 1. And then you do all multiplies and divides. But there isn't any left. All there is powers. So then you take the power off of here. And then, is that 2 over 8 or 3 over? I'm having a hard time reading that. Was that the 2/3 power? Okay. So then you're going to put it to the, not 2/3, you're going to put it to the, what? To the 3/2 on both sides. Did you just use an even root on both sides then? Then you will need an absolute value around the x minus 5. Okay. Let's see. Another one that I think is worthy. It's really easy, but add number 9 to your list of ones I want you to do. Because it helps you see another one of those patterns where if the bases are the same, then the answer is already there. I hope you see on number 9 that there's 2 bases that are the same. Then you should know where the answer lies. Okay. I'm not going to do this one because I want you to do it. But if I had this, e to the ln 5y. Do you remember when I said about what I said about ln? Replace it with log base e. As soon as I do that, you end up with, oh, the bases are the same. So then if the bases are the same, what's the answer? The 5y part. That part. Okay. This is different than when the bases are the same like this. Then you just look for the exponent. This is the kind where you have a base and the exponent part is a log. So it'll be like this. 5 log base 5 of 6. If these are the same, then the answer's there. If these are the same, then the answer's there. All right, that little pattern, it makes it so easy. Like a problem like number 9, once you know that, you can just go, oh, no brainer. I know the answer. I'm not saying the answer. You can always look it up on the key if you have to. Okay. Now, my best advice to you, I can't do every practice problem to get you ready for this. I mean, there's too many. You have to do them on this sheet. You have to check them. And if you find things you don't know how to do, that's the moment where this gets real. If you don't figure that out by tomorrow, you're going to not do well on this test. The last time I can give you for extra help is in class today. So you're going to have a ton of time to work today. I encourage you to do this and come up with questions. Other than that, after school today, briefly. Okay? If you want to come in after school, I can give you like 15, 20 minutes, but that's it. Okay? So that'll be in this room after school today. Other than that, Friday morning, not an option for teachers or for math teachers on Friday mornings. So this morning was good. A lot of kids came in this morning, got a lot done. So anyway, are there any other things that you want to ask? Okay, then I'm going to give you a work time for the rest of the hour, doing the evens plus the few odds that I threw in, plus, of course, anything that you feel like you need to practice. Like yesterday's worksheet. What if there was things on there that you just, I didn't get that right at all. Maybe you should come up and ask me about those. Don't forget yesterday's worksheet is just as important as today's for the big test tomorrow. And last thought, if you haven't done corrections, this would be your last chance to do corrections, because if you just realize after that you take the test tomorrow, I rocked it. I know I just got an A on that thing, but you didn't do the corrections, then you can't sign the thing that says I can replace this as a retake. That would be like, dang, I should have done my corrections. You can do them in class today if you ask. All right, that's all I got for you for a short review for today.